Okay, family, today we're doing Lucy's homemade Caesar salad dressing. It was a secret, but because we're all in this quarantine together, this way you could enjoy my mom's secret recipe in your own home, restaurant style Caesar salad without having to deal with the preservatives of jarred Caesar salad dressings. The ingredients will come up next. Don't change nothing. Do it the way it says. It's that way for a reason. If you try to take something out, the dressing does not turn out the same in the end. So for best results, just follow the recipe the way it is. Trust me, I've tried it. Okay, so let's do it. So I like to use the Andy Boy. It's not a lot of washing to it. I'm trying this Parmesan for the first time. Um, these anchovies work great. There's probably about 8 or 9 of them in there. You only need 2 of them for the recipe. Um, Dry mustard, you want the cheap options there. Okay. And you may not need both eggs, but you could need both eggs. And you don't need a magic bullet. You can use a regular blender, but for the purpose of me doing it here, I'm just going to use the magic bullet. Okay, so I know it doesn't look like it, but that's 1 cup of oil. To the oil, I'm just going to add my 2 garlic cloves. A lot of people say garlic cloves are 2 is a lot, but you know what? You're at home. No one's going to smell your breath but your family who loves you, and it makes it taste great. Then I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt and about 2/3 of a teaspoon of black pepper and about 1 teaspoon leveled of the dry mustard. That way you can kind of put a little bit more if you like it. So now we're going to blend those up together. Just the garlic with the seasoning. So now we're going to add the anchovies. A lot of people are very fish conscious or fish nervous. Really, it makes all the difference in the sauce by the time it's done. So just a little can. We're only going to need 3 of these ones here. So I'm just going to add these ones to the blender. I'm going to put the phone down. It's hard to not make a mess and film at the same time. Okay, so I got them in there. I ended up using 4. 4 is not too bad. You could put more if you like. If you get up into 5 and 6, you'll start to taste a bit of a fishy aftertaste of the Caesar. And no one really wants that. It's not a terrible taste, especially if you're a fish eater. You love fish. But these here, you can close that back, wrap it around saran wrap, tuck it back in there, and use it the next time. They're packed in olive oil. They're skinned and boned, so you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And really, it brings out a nice flavor in the Caesar. It's a truer Caesar this way. And with just those boys in there, we're going to blend them up in there, please. It'll take a few seconds. Okay, next is your 6 tablespoons. Tablespoons, not the teaspoon. Tablespoon of the Parmesan cheese. Okay, and then we're going to blend that up next too. Okay, now I got my cheese all blended in. Now we got 4 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. Again, it's hard to shoot and do it at the same time, so let's try this out. That's 1. 2. 3. And 4. We'll blend that up. I gotta mention that it is important to use the red wine vinegar instead of the balsamic vinegar. Red wine vinegar will let your salad dressing come out white. The balsamic will make it brown. Also, the sweetness and acidity is different. You're gonna want to go with the red wine vinegar. Next is our lemon juice. I pre-squeezed the lemon into here just to make it easier to film and shoot. Also, I was able to take all the seeds out of the lemon juice before pouring it in. Just need 1 good tablespoon of that in there. Okay, and now I'm going to add 1 egg before I blend it. Okay, I should have filmed it, but I forgot. I just started blending it up. But I blended the one egg and the lemon juice in there, and it's still the same consistency that it was before. So that's how you know it does need a second egg. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this one up a little bit better, and then we'll add the second egg. Okay, so when you add that second egg, you can see the consistency changed. The blender goes a lot thicker. It went white, starting from the bottom, went all the way up to the top white. Now it's going to be the consistency of a nice creamy white Caesar. Let's check it out. And there you got it. Creamy white Caesar dressing. Okay, let's get our lettuce ready. So I like the Andy Boy because it's really clean. I always pull off the outer leaves anyway. Romaine lettuce can be kind of dirty, so you really do got to wash it. So I got my little salad spinner there. I'm going to wash it in there. Okay, and I'm going to use 2 of these Andy Boy heads of lettuce. So I'm just washing it in cold tap water. I'll probably fill up this bowl maybe twice and move the lettuce around inside the bowl and then spin it dry. Because you have the nice creamy Caesar dressing, you do want to make sure you dry your lettuce. And you can pick up these salad spinners for like $2 at the dollar store. So we are all washing our hands. My hands are clean, but I'm just gonna beat the lettuce around in the water. Separate the little chunks of it because you don't want them sticking together. I'm sure you all know how to wash lettuce. And we just repeat that process. I'll go till I don't see any debris in the water that when I pull the basket out and see what's in the water after. As long as that's clean, then I think the lettuce is good, and I'll spin it dry. Okay, so I've given the lettuce 2 rides in the spinner and cleaned out the water. That should do it. And you can see now it looks dry. Didn't leave much water the second spin. So that's good to go. We'll just dump that in our salad bowl. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned it. I did forget the red onion. It's going to be great going through the salad. I'll show you how I'm going to slice that in a second. One side note, I don't know if I mentioned that I put the Caesar dressing into the fridge so it would get nice and cold because you don't want it to limp the lettuce after, right? Okay, so I'm going to cut this onion up now. Okay, that's my 1 red onion all sliced up, and we'll mix through when we toss the salad. So the dressing is really thick. Just going to try to spread it around just so that when we toss the salad, it gets all over everything. And you're not going to need all of it, maybe only about 2/3. Maybe a little bit more depending on how you like your Caesar. Okay, so I put the croutons on before I toss the Caesar. A lot of other people will also add bacon bits, but because those who know me know that I eat kosher, I'm going to dice up this chicken and put that chicken in there. It's barbecue chicken that I made yesterday. Okay, so the chicken's all diced. Slide that in there. Just a little piece. Get a ham. And time to toss the salad. And there it is, a nice tossed Caesar salad. Now, don't be embarrassed if tossing it with the plate doesn't always work. I used to tell my mom, there's got to be a better way than getting your hands in there, but I've learned that there's not. So even with this one here, I did have to wash my hands again and go in and toss a little bit with my hands, make sure everything got mixed up the right way. So, get dirty, but clean up after. So there it is, from my quarantine kitchen to yours. Lucy's Caesar salad dressing. Make it for your family, men make it for your women make it for your men. It was a big hit in our house growing up. People always loved it. So if you knew my mom and you remember her Caesar salad, please leave a comment. If you've tried it out and it's great and you love it, leave a comment. If you don't like it, leave a comment too. But everybody eat well, be safe, stay clean, and let's beat COVID.